made it home, I dug her out, then I made her one of my aces. Marijuana fragrance, this tree here is outrageous. Want me to play in your city? Send an email to my agent.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 7 of the Raiders Own Mode here on Madden NFL 25. And we're getting things started by looking at some trade offers for Marcel Reese. We threw him on the trade block last week to see what we could get for him. He's an older veteran fullback. He's 29 years old, I believe that says, on an expiring deal. So kind of felt like it'd be a good idea to trade him. You don't really need a good fullback to succeed in this game. So we got a 4th, a 6th, and a 7th offer from the Chargers, but we're ultimately going to take the 4th and the 6th from the Titans because those 3 picks the Chargers offered us were the 2015 draft, and I really want to aim for the 2014 draft. So I think that's like our 3rd or 4th, I don't know, 4th round pick that we've acquired. So getting a lot of picks for some of our older players that we've dealt away. We also did not re-sign Lamar Houston. He rejected our contract, so he will be heading into free agency. I don't think I'll trade him because I have an outside hope that I can sign him back. He's only like 26 years old. It'd be a great guy to have back on the team. Good pass rusher, but we'll see. I think I'm going to hold on to him for the remainder of the year. But anyway, we're going up against the Washington Redskins in this episode back in the O.Co Coliseum after an upset victory on Monday night over the Denver Broncos. We are headed back to Oakland. The 2-1 Raiders go up against the 2-1 Washington Redskins. Now, the Redskins in real life did not get off to a great start in the regular season. They got down early against the Eagles on Monday night, but almost made a full comeback. I think they ended up losing 33-27. They play the Packers this weekend. That should be a very good game. The loser of that game might not make the playoffs. We'll see. It's rare for no one team to make the playoffs, but here we go. RG3 getting things started on 3rd and 7. He's going to drop back to his left. He's going to be brought down by Pat Sims. Sims gets his first sack of the game, and he's going to do his little sack dance. I don't know if you guys watched the Thursday night game between the Patriots and the Jets, but Chandler Jones had a few sacks, and he had a few interesting choices of dances after his sack. But here we go. Denarius Moore in the punt return cuts back in. He's going to get brought down, but he picks up a nice return right there. So we get the ball in very good field position to start out. 2nd and 4, Pryor dropping back. He fires it, intercepted by London Fletcher. The longtime veteran picks that one off, and that is going to be the first turnover of the ball game for either side. So the Redskins will take over now from about the 37. Is it 2nd and 7? Hand off to Alfred Morris. Morris barrels his way up for a nice gain right there. That's going to set up a 1st and 10 as he crosses midfield. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Handoff to Alfred Morris. Spins around B.J. Raji, but he's going to get hit hard by Tyvon Branch, and Morris is going to be a little bit banged up right there. So let's see how long he's going to have to sit out for. The backup, Evan Royster, will come in, the former Penn State Nittany Lion. Fake read option right there. RG3 goes deep. That's caught by Santana Moss into the end zone for the touchdown. And that is going to make it a 7-0 ball game as the Redskins take the lead. And a nice deep ball from RG3 to Moss. That has been a connection that's worked very well for them in real life, and it continues to work in this game. There's another interception now. The first one was just a bad decision on my part. That one was an awful throw by Terrell Pryor. I was aiming for the guy on the left, and he threw it right in between 2 of my guys. It was right to Ryan Kerrigan, the Purdue alum. So that is going to just be an awful throw, unacceptable from Terrell Pryor. Still really need to work on his accuracy if we continue to progress him up a little bit, but that's going to be a nice run by Evan Royster. Shotgun set, 3rd and 3 from the 21. RG3 finds Santana Moss once again. Moss picks up a 2nd catch of the game. He's got 50 yards already. That's going to set up now what's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 15 after a false start and a loss of yards on a run play. RG3 fires that out of bounds. That's going to set up 4th and goal, and this kick from, I believe that is Kai Forbath, is up and good. And the Redskins extend their lead now as it is 10-0, and they look like they could try to run away with this one early. But Pryor and the Raiders will have something to say about that as Pryor gives it to Jerron Kreiner, and Kreiner's going to pick up 8 yards on the gain. That's going to set up a 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, I formation, handoff to Denard Robinson, and Robinson up the middle, utilizing that speed. And I'm going to be making some adjustments to these sliders in the coming weeks. One of them is I'm going to be putting back up the speed threshold, because the idea with speed threshold is always that, you know, you want your fast guys to seem fast and play fast, and that's a little bit not cheap, but it's a little bit overpowered with guys like Denard Robinson. So I'm going to tone that back up to 50. I have it at like 30 right now. I'll just put that back up at the default. So Denard Robinson is running for 100 yards every game. He picks up a nice chunk right there, though, and here we go. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line inside of the 20. We're in the red zone now. A counter play. It's going to be a handoff. It was supposed to be, but Pryor looks like a little bit of miscommunication or something there. He kind of trips over his own guy, loses 12 yards on the play, so we put Hayden Smith in motion. Little play action fake. Pryor, he's got tons of time. Finally scrambles to his right, fires it. Perfect touch on that throw to Rod Streeter, and Streeter's going to pick up the 24-yard gain. 2nd and goal coming up from the 3-yard line. Pryor drops back, fires it, caught by Denarius Moore, and Moore picks up his first touchdown of the game, and we cut the lead back down 10-7. So the Raiders hanging in there so far against the very tough Washington football team. And now here we go. Washington will get the ball back. First and 10, pistol formation. Once again, the pistol is so hard to defend, and that is going to be a handoff to Evan Royster. Evan Royster is going to pick up about 9 yards. The reason the pistol becomes so hard to defend is so that when you do hand it off, if your running back's lined up to the left of the quarterback, you know that if it's going to be a handoff, he's going right, and if the quarterback keeps it, he's going left. You can kind of game plan for that a little bit with your left ends or your right ends or whatever, but when it's a pistol, you don't know what direction the handoff's going to be going. You don't know what direction the quarterback might run it with. It's really a lot of misdirection, and that really caused some problems for our defense today. There's a handoff to Alfred Morris, who's back in the game. He picks up the nice 10-yard chunk right there. That's going to set up a 2nd and 8. Here we go. Shotgun set. Empty backfield. Griffin over the middle. Caught by Fred Davis, the USC Trojan alum. That's going to be a nice pickup right there. Inside of the 10-yard line. Now inside of the 5. 3rd and goal from the 3. Here we go. Griffin going to drop back. Almost intercepted by Tyvon Branch. He did drop that one, though. That will set up a 4th and goal from the 3. And for the second time today in the red zone, the Redskins will have to settle for a field goal. Kai Forbath's kick is up and good. And they'll make it a 13-7 ball game. So Denarius Moore in the ensuing kickoff receives it in the corner. He's going to take it to the outside, and Moore's got some room to run, and he's going to cross the 40 to about the 50 before finally being brought down. So 1st and goal from the 50-yard line. Head off to Denard Robinson. Robinson, very shifty back, finds his way into the across the 30-yard line, across the 40-yard line for a first down. Terrell Pryor dropping back now, 3rd and 3, firing it, and that is going to be long and incomplete. We could not complete that one, so we're going to bring out our kicking unit, Sebastian Janikowski, to kick this 50-yard field goal. The kick is up, and Sebastian Janikowski, that's a chip shot for that guy. That is going to be up and good. So we cut the lead down. 13-10 now is the score. And with 56 seconds left, the Raiders are going to get the ball back. Pryor dropping back, doesn't really have anyone open, so he's going to take it himself, calls his own number and runs to the right, finally gets out of bounds, but picks up a nice chunk. So 2nd and 11 coming from the 47. Pryor going to drop back, fire this one to Rod Streeter. Streeter trucks one defender, and he's got some space. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line before finally running out of bounds, saving us a timeout. We still have 2 left. 1st and 10, Pryor dropping back over the middle to Rod Streeter again. Streeter's had some nice catches so far today. He has really good hands. Now 3rd and 1 coming up. Shotgun set handoff to Robinson. Denard Robinson up the middle. He's got a hole across the 10 inside of the 5. He runs out of bounds, and we would have a shot for one more quick pass. We could not complete it. So on 2nd goal with 2 seconds left, we're going to bring out Seabass, and he's going to kick this one up and good. And we will tie the ball game going into the halftime. So the Raiders are hanging around right now, playing a very tough Washington Redskins team very well so far. As your score heading into the half will be 13-13. You can see Dennis Allen very happy with how his team has played so far going into the half. And we're going to enter this second half with a shot to pull off our second straight upset and maybe go 3-1. That would be pretty crazy. 3rd and 2, Pryor on the play action fake, scrambles to the left. He's going to end up taking this one himself. He gets hit hard, and that is going to be a fumble. Robinson is there to recover, and that is going to be Pryor's 3rd turnover of the ball game. So the Redskins take over 2nd and 7 from the 44. RG3 to Leonard Hankerson, the Miami alum. That's going to be a first down as he will cross the 50. He'll pick up about 13 yards on that gain. 6 seconds left, handoff to Alfred Morris. Morris up the middle. He's got a first down, and that will end the 3rd quarter of the ball game. We're still 13-13 as no scoring took place in the 3rd. But here we go now. 3rd and 14. Chance for the Redskins to try and get up in field goal range. RG3 going deep, almost intercepted. That is going to be a 4th and 14 coming up. Kai Forbath out to kick. Forbath's kick is up, and this one is going to split the uprights, and it will be good. So 16-13 now is your score as the Redskins take the lead once again. Here come the Raiders, shotgun set. Pryor going to scramble to his right, gives it to Denard Robinson. Robinson's got a little bit more speed than Pryor, which is why I wanted to give it to him right there instead of just run with Pryor. Robinson's going to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. It's a screen play to Denard. This is where Denard can be so threatening, I should say, as he's very shifty, makes a juke, and is going to pick up a huge chunk right there. He's got almost 50 yards receiving on the day. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Pryor once again going to scramble to his right, looking for somebody. He's going to end up taking it himself, and he will pick up a nice 9 or 10 yard gain. That would set up a 2nd and inches. Now here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff to Denard Robinson to the outside. Robinson's got some space. He gets nose or dive tackled, I should say, right there by the defender, but he still will pick up a nice chunk. 3rd and 3. Pryor going to drop back out of the I formation. He feels the rush. He gets sacked. This time it is, I actually don't know who that is, but Pryor's a little bit banged up on the play. Might have a Matt Scott sighting coming in soon, the man who he did trade for recently. Seabass's kick is up and good. That's his 3rd of the ball game. That will tie the game up at 16. And now the Raiders are going to get the ball back right here. 3rd and 7 at under 2 minutes to play. Robinson scrambles to his, or not Robinson, Pryor scrambles to his right, finds Hayden Smith. Smith is going to get out of bounds, but a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. We just need a field goal here to try and take the lead and try to win this ball game. Pryor scrambles to his right. We were trying to go deep at this point. Robinson starts going deep. He has got the ball across the 20, makes a couple guys miss. dives! Touchdown to Nard Robinson! A simple out route out of the backfield turns into him firing it down the field or flying down the field. He makes the catch and runs all the way into the end zone for the score. It's a 23-16 game, but here come the Redskins. RG fires it deep, caught by Santana Moss. He's had a huge game so far today. That's going to set up a new first down. They will hurry it up. First and 10 from the 22. RG3 out of the I formation. He needs a touchdown right here. Drops back, looking. He's going to get sacked. That is going to be a huge loss as they will end up having to burn a timeout. 3rd and 16 coming up. RG3 dropping back out of the shotgun. Firing it to the sideline. Caught by Santana Moss for 4th and 6 coming up. This is the ball game. They need a first down to keep the drive alive. If they don't get it, the Raiders will take over and run the clock out. RG3 drops back. Steps up. Gives it to Hankerson, who runs out of bounds. What a bonehead play. And the Oakland Raiders are going to win this ball game. Pulling off a huge upset for the 2nd straight week. Now, I think what I'm going to do for the sliders is, because really the CPU is just too easy to play at times this year, I'm going to up all of their sliders by probably like 10 or something. I kind of like the way the game plays right now. I just don't like how hard it is, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to kind of slider test for the next couple of days before I play my next game. Either way, that's where I'm just going to wrap this video for me, so I thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and those are my peace.
Let's relive this one amazing play because it's our GMC never say never moment of the game. It's been a game we'll always remember. Jim Nance, Phil Sims, so glad to bring it to you.